In these problems, we will take complicated log expressions and condense them using our properties of logs. So let's remind ourselves on what those properties are. We have the product rule, which says if we have the log of a product, it's the log of the sum of those two items. And if we have the log of a quotient, the quotient rule says that it's equivalent to the log of that difference between those two logs. And the final rule is the power rule. The log of a power becomes the multiple of that log. So when we are condensing, we're going to take things from this side and condense them or make them into one logarithm, like it says here, a single logarithm, using our properties. So we'll kind of start with our powers first. These numbers in front must have been powers, these multiples. So we will take and make this the natural log of x to the 9th, y to the 3rd. We cubed everything there. And the natural log of y squared, z to the 4th. We squared everything there. From here we have a sum. And we'll just do two at a time here. This sum, using the product rule, is going to become a product when we condense it. So it'll be the natural log of this product, which is x to the 9th, y to the 5th, z to the 4th when we multiply. Now minus log of 1 technically is the quotient rule, but when you're dividing by 1, nothing really happens. And why is that? Because this is really base 10. So 10 to what power gives us 1? That's what this means. 10 to the 0 is 1. So essentially this is kind of dropping out, and here is our answer. In the second example, we have coefficients or multipliers in front again, which are fractions this time. So we'll start with those powers, or multiples becoming powers, and show log of y to the 1/4 power plus the log of 81 to the 1/2 power. Nothing happening to log of x. Now 1/4 power essentially is the 4th root of y, and the 1/2 power in 81 is the square root of 81. Now I know that number is 9, so I'm going to write that. Again, the square root of 81 is 9. So that'll help me simplify as I go here. Now, again, we have a sum, which means it'll turn into a product using that product rule. 9/4 roots of y. Now this minus doesn't just go away this time because we've got a quantity here. So it's going to be the quotient rule. With that subtraction, it'll turn this into a quotient. If you notice over here, the minus is from the quotient rule. So we have the log of 9/4 root of y over x, a quotient. And now we've condensed.